at the Ministry of Health for the people of Pujol. Over to you, Professor.
Thank you very much, my Honorable Minister, Honorable Jagidoba, members of the High Table, who permit me for lean on existing protocols. And I bring you greetings from the leadership of the Minister of Health, Dr. Dembi, and all my colleagues there. And I'm extremely happy for this short intervention I get for give. As the Honorable Minister say, I get for left immediately, but I get a full team. Now, yeah. I got my district medical officer. You can stand up and see you so that before I left the Mr. Jungle P. We got the hospital medical superintendent, Dr. Nyale. Are you there? Okay, I got the district health sister 1 and the district health sister 2. And all of the other leaderships of the healthcare delivery system at Pujon. So we well represented here. And as I say, they well seated for answer any question within the healthcare delivery system, because the DMO now work now many parts of this country and in Pujon in no pool to pool. So in short, we are the Minister of Health. When they consider the health of this country, we look at healthcare from a very holistic 360 degrees for make sure so we not left nothing behind. We call them the life stage model, which means say from when get belly, say a born, say that picking old, we look at all the factors that will affect in the journey of life. And we don't want to attract a lot of attention globally and regionally for us as well. And also, we don't improve access to healthcare. Ambulances and now you easily can collect patients and carry them go back again. And also, having improved access 3 to 5 kilometers radius, we get healthcare facilities all over the country. And we work on that extremely hard. Now, we don't improve access. How will they roll out the healthcare delivery system at Salona? 4 main pillars we get. We get the health security, pandemic response, pandemic control. We get the primary healthcare. We anchor for take health as close to the people as possible. We invest almost 80 to 90% of resources into that primary healthcare. They've got the secondary and tertiary healthcare facilities there. Connaught Hospital, the Pujol Government Hospital, and the secondary hospital. And in between, they will get the referral system, the ambulance system, we don't really operationalize and digitalize, and the mobile clinics. We also will take them. We get 4 buses plus ambulances. We will take health as close to the people as possible. So now 4 key thematic areas down there. And for improved quality, if you take any one of them, we get 4 main areas: infrastructure, human resource, drugs and supply chain, and the diagnostics. And if we talk about the health security, we know say Sierra Leone, where Ebola become, will be there flat on the ground. But trust me, as Athens of West Africa, we land quickly and we don't master the art of pandemic so much to that where pandemic occurred in other parts of the world, like where Mabobi occurred in Rwanda, they call on Sierra Leone because of our expertise with Master Sabi for pandemic response. We sent 20 of our best team. And I thank His Excellency, that's the name of the acting minister, that he allow we 20 of we compatriots for go and support Rwanda. We do and we'll come back as heroes. So even with Mpox, we are on top of the situation. We don't control Mpox. We don't hear say and we don't confirm say Ebola again. We get an outbreak in Congo, DRC, and other countries around that region. They will not see them as a minister, as a country. We don't they put mechanisms in place for make sure say we not say whatever what we prepared, because we don't get the infrastructure, we get the National Public Health Agency, we get the human resource, we don't train about more than 1,000 people that we don't stand by for pandemic response. We get the supplies and medical equipment, and we get the diagnosis capability. We not third world country, not get everything. But wait till we get, we're able to stand up to a pandemic until we get more help. They are so proud of the government. I say again, where Mpox become in the preparedness for fight the Mpox, government initially give you $1.7 million for make sure say we strengthen. Now the kind of responsible government will get led by His Excellency the President. Lord clap with the party for what to do. So based on that, we will mount a response to Mpox before other people they can for help we don't put a house under control. And that is very, very leadership example we get. And so for Ebola, we don't learn a lot. Even some of the vaccines that for Ebola we develop now, we standard guidelines then and they use right across the other continent there. So we assure una say we not get no Ebola in Sierra Leone at the moment, and we not think so we allow for land now ourselves. We create a portal for make sure that anybody they can inside this country will screen you very well as we cover with backyard. So we can assure we know that. And that's in the area of health security. Now we go to primary healthcare. Again, primary healthcare. Maybe they don't use to run mobile clinics all over sub-Saharan Africa. Any country where you name, they carry a team go, including Mama Salon. I think DMO was in Moyambawa because the big team surgeons to do free surgery, surgeons, eye, dental units, you name it, to do all for free for people that follow, enable them again for become economically productive. Hernia operation was something. So as I speak, we take health as close to the people as possible, and that's very deliberate. For now, we get one of the strongest primary healthcare system in the sub-region. Otherwise, not for able for control pandemics because they begin and end in the communities. So very deliberate about what we do in the primary healthcare. Secondary healthcare again and tertiary care. We don't do a lot. As I said, we take any of the pillars, the secondary and tertiary care, infrastructure-wise, Fujian is lucky. Like all the other districts around the country. We don't install a solar grid system at the government hospital. We don't construct and ultramodern oxygen plants at the government hospital. And then we don't rehabilitate 9 in particular peripheral health provide free drugs them for the vulnerable population under 5, pregnant women, etc. We know it's a challenging financial situation, but as a government to get the responsibility to take care of the one there, we know we afford And with the rollout very soon, the health insurance scheme, we're going to make sure so we'll go very well. And we provide 46 new cold chain equipment to and a Connaught Hospital anywhere in the country. I'm sure Pujo will benefit of that. We've got a supply of standard medical equipment, ultramodern ultrasound machine for the woman them. Of which we do, which is excellent. I will thank you very much again. I wish you a very successful event. Thank you.
Would I like to put your hands together properly for Professor Senesi? If you've been pay attention, you go hear good news about healthcare in the country. One more thing we Professor not talk at that salon when President Bill can power na be the worst place in the world for let woman get belay. That be the worst place, one of the worst places in the world. But right now, salon then they give it international award for what we don't reduce what we call maternal mortality. We don't get the single largest reduction. Now the entire world, over 80% in less than 10 years. I'll clap for President Bill. And that is driven by the work where they be done at places like this. Now the past say, not satisfied with that. He say for the next 300 days, he will move even more. Let get skill. Let no woman not ever die again where get belay. Let no picky where them born may not die. Then let no picky no day, then vaccinate them. So, Professor, we want to tell you and the Ministry of Health, and you Minister, thank you for the fantastic work they do. And one side the way anybody try for this government, go able now we camp health. Because we don't build the most hospitals. I go Kono recently. We go do this civic day. And then take we for go to that hospital day. I want to tell you now family. Me, God be help you. Don't go study in America. We picking in and we born there. We can come. We can go Ghana for hospital. We don't go Europe. The facility we get a salon now. Na Kono. The maternal health facility na Kono. It better pass the one that we don't see in America. Already we go there in the first months. People in Komo, Ghana, Nigeria, people in the Komo, Gambia. Now when they're sick, then they fly there for go outside for cancer. Not of free themselves for go Kono. Now clap for President Bill. So that now the kind way President Bill want for transform salon. And we tell them thank you for that. Will they continue for move on? Now, would they, yes, Professor Ogulefui, unalo clap for him, tell her thank you. Again, meeting with the boss, His Excellency the President. So, would they allow her go? Questions on healthcare, in team go answer them one day. Now, would they start with basic education? Would they kind of education now? School picking in there? School picking in there? Chief Education Officer yesterday we asked them whether the Minister for Basic and Senior Secondary Education for the quiz. They don't answer that question. They then chap down the. Then call Dr. David. Say they do well for the quiz. Pujo, the first 4-5 rounds of the quiz, nobody don't miss a single question. Now clap for Pujo. We don't want to see this anytime where they go. Chairman, the first 5 rounds, then Pujo pick here. They ask the question, say, will they go no more? The quiz continue for go. Follow fair winner. But we'll go now for the hot mental parts. They ask the other the Minister of Education and then call your name and say Aisha Ramatulai. They mix up. But you said an education minister, so they get them small. Not so. But right now, we start with basic. One ask Mr. Bakra, waiting at the state of education for the people of Pujol. Free quality school education. Which one I don't provide for the people of Pujol. Plenty concerns can come. Public exam, I think what's they on right now. Who say we dey? Which one I don't do? So provide for we general picture updates, but focus as well on waiting the happen at Pujol. Who's come up basic, they will go now to technical and higher education. Would they give you, say 6 minutes? Let's see what you do with that. Now, clap for Mr. Kwaka.
Thank you very much, Minister Sharon Oba. If I can call you Siba, I hope you don't mind. Interestingly, me an indigene of this district. Each time I come at this district, I proudly say, me na one from Perry Chiefdom. Fortunately, I get me brother, one of the Paramount Chief Sidona right now, PC Krakra Masale, sitting right here. Welcome with me to this program. You know, I don't know how for Filwa Sidonia, me boss, the Minister of Technical and Higher Education. Now we sabi book bar, just like we see bar say. So what Denia are afraid for talk la not talk the wrong thing. So pardon me, my if I talk thing where you know approve. But briefly I go talking through some of the things where the basic and senior secondary education ministry to do. As you are all aware, are they taking us through the various levels? We will start with the pre-primary, primary, and then junior and senior secondary. Quite recently, on all aware, say in May, precisely May 9th, we get the NPSC, the National Primary School Examination, will take place. During that examination, we get 166,839 candidates, then we take the exam. But they see said the woman them, we girl picking them. President Biode empower them for make them go into schooling because of the radical inclusion policy where they encourage and give chance to everyone for going to school. No more child marriage. So the statistics breaks down as this. 79,862 boys, but the girls them outnumber the boys at 86,972 girls. Now then take this exam. And again, as I said, this is as a result of waiting the current government don't put in place for ensure say girl picking them continue for day now school. So on that note, I go on for tell we teacher them and all the education stakeholders them plenty thank you for continue for support the government in dream for ensure say all girl picking them then at school. On are also aware say currently beginning from April 19 to be precise, or April 21, the senior school was done begin. It begin April and it will end on the 19th of June. Currently, we'll get 201 candidates, 1,024, 201,124 candidates where they take their exam. We'll get 1,043 schools. We provide them 201 candidates, 201,124 candidates. Out of those, again, on Agosti say there are more female learners than the male. So we get 113,542 female as against 87,582 male. But out of that 201,124 candidates, government in itself, they pay for 179,006 candidates. This now government in commitment to the free quality education, where they make every child has a right, because government don't take the barrier of education, then don't shoulder. So 179,006 candidates, Now then government they pay for, and the private schools then they cater for 22,118. So that exam they go on. But this year, just for develop the skills of learners so that when they go into university, then go able put into practice the things within the learn. So WAEC, in collaboration with the government, reintroduce live practicals. And I also remember say, during the COVID-19 pandemic, we stopped all live practicals of the science subjects because of the social distancing way been there in place. So currently, we don't reintroduce live practicals. But as you know, then here, it all go in line with challenges. But before that, 3 years ago, I remember government provide lab equipment for several schools across the country. But as I say, one of the challenges is infrastructure. Some of the schools that will receive their lab equipment here not get the structure for install them. Some will get the structure's been done dilapidated. But over the years, government don't manage for improve on that. So the live practicals, we get the first paper, chemistry A, about on the 20th of May, and how we manage them. Because we not get all schools get functioning lab, what did we do? We cluster with students then. Then we look at the regions and the schools who get functioning labs, and we cluster them, we put them for med and do them practicals. And that first phase go very smoothly. So I tell thank you again to the teachers and the education stakeholders. I want to take this moment for tell particular thank you to ETU, Eastern Technical University, for their support with and Giwi for host some of the people's them. Milton Magai, Technical University as well, did same for Winner Freetown, and Jala University, Mokone campus, did same for Winner the Moyamba region. So thank you very much. So this challenges we'll face, we don't find way for manage them. But again, I want to make we know say live practicals actually the strength in the STEM education. I hope we all understand what's in a STEM. So I'm not going to go into that. I get limited time. And then this they help for improve the skills of learners, not to waiting and teach you in paper no more. You they go put her into practice. So in the improve your skills when you go to university, the prof been talk now about medical and all the achievement. This go help for improve with medical skills because these are the science practicals what they do. It go also improve critical thinking and observation. It go improve them preparedness for tertiary education. It go support the objective of the free quality education. So we continue with that. And I will now move on to in 2023, government introduced a new senior school curriculum. And that curriculum them introduce and for make them give a lot of people opportunities for make them access higher education. Some of the subjects then been broken down into smaller ones for help. But we don't look at that. This is not curriculum would have been supposed for trial for 3 years. So what you would do, because we struggle for get support for do that, what you would do as a government, we decide for do an abridged version, and for transition, smooth transition, we they do this for 2 years. So in other words, we they use key subjects were not different from the new one, from the old curriculum, and align them with the ones in the new curriculum and put them together. That is what we they do right now up to 2027. So for the next 2 years, we they do an abridged version of the old and the new curriculum for enable we for prepare for go full into the new curriculum. However, when I come into office, we look at the curriculum and see whether we still need to maintain 76 subjects. So as a result, we think say the subject and tobacco, because with sister countries, they reduce their subjects. I think the country will get the highest subjects now. Now Ghana we get I think 36 or so subjects. Then say they try for bring and calm down. So we don't look at our things for review, and that process they in action now. So government continue for support the free quality education with school subsidy. I know when I talk about subsidy, we encounter a lot of challenges, but let me just reassure the teachers are already in this school term. Governments don't provide funding for first and second term. But what's happen, MOF choose for begin with the higher tiers, which is the senior school, and then they process the lower tiers, which is the junior and primary school, where them for don't pay them by now. As we speak, the third term subsidy request don't go in. With the hopes that by next week, then go begin pay. But again, that brings us to the other phase, the level of education. We'll talk about early childhood education. ECD, or the early childhood development, is very important because when I all get small picking then, that are the level of education what they refer to as nursery. Here, government don't improve a lot in that area. As we speak, a number of construction don't take place. 59 new ECD centers, early childhood centers, then don't construct them across various 10 districts, as far as I know. Yes, 59 new ECD centers in 10 districts. But with the hope, say, all the 16 districts will eventually get an established new ECD center. Then, I think one thing one will agree with me, the future of a stable and efficient learning depends on USAI begin, foundational learning, that is the early years. The current government priorities focus on foundational learning. Quite recently, they do some research where they observe that Sierra Leone they suffer from learning poverty. That is 8 out of 10 children know they read and write at their grade level. So government don't pay attention to foundation learning, which is from preschool to with a pushing out to primary 3 and 4. So again, we're able to get funding from the Global Partnership for Education, GP, we're giving over $50 million for ensure say we'll be able to push this thing and improve on we're picking them basic learning. You go see say now the trajectory done the change. Things are beginning to look better from USAI we've been there several years ago. We don't print out numeracy materials for P1, that is primary 1, primary 2, primary 3 a day in the process. Same for literacy, primary 1, primary 2, all don't go into the schools. And we don't introduce what we will refer to as community of practice, which in England and they call sharing good practice. Community of practice now where teachers already teach the same level, the same subject, then go come together, then sit down and review what they don't do and see how they go support each other for improved learning outcomes within the school. So that's now one good thing where government don't introduce. So I think I'd run out of time, but I believe so them will allow me to finish. Then with the foundational learning, we recently just do the midterm review for the GP project, that is Global Partnership for Education, where they support foundational learning. And we'll look at the midterm review for me to see which will they do well and which will not they do well. We just finished that last week. We had one day in Freetown and the other day Namakeni, we involved all district deputy directors and the SQOs for see how they go. But again, under foundational learning, we get several partners where they support we in that. One of them is Imagine Worldwide. Imagine Worldwide they introduced the Peking Tab program, which means they don't select 55 implementing providers, Educate Sierra Leone, Plan International, Send Sierra Leone, Rising Academy, and various. And then we're together with a look at currently up to 11 districts, but with the hope say we will move on to 16 districts. So we'd expect say, every child in those schools for able for use the tab for make them do their own work independently. This is what we refer to as technology in education, which will help for improved learning outcomes.
Sure.
Therefore, the Teaching Service Commission, just a moment, I round up. For the teachers that were there, we all know say now the Teaching Service Commission don't introduce teacher license. Why is that? Now for improve on the professionalism of teachers. And again, me not been teacher in England at every level, up to university level. One of the things within the give you a license, within give you that license, you can go teach anywhere with your license. Yeah, so when they try to introduce that, the exams then they on, I encourage all them teachers then for me then get into book the exam and get. My brother just mentioned lack of teachers. Maybe not because they not do the exam. You go only get a PIN code now where you do the exam, and would it create an opportunity for make everybody able to pass because we put on for various levels, the TC level day, the HTC level day, degree level, and beyond. So I believe say the ECD, the teacher license, and all of those they help for improve the human capital development. Finally, we get funding from EAA, Education Above All, when a Qatar organization, where they fund we for Michael bring back 120,000 picking them where we don't drop out of school, where not they go school, or between the age of 7 and 14. That project, they would don't do the survey, we don't actually capture 108 already out of the last survey we'll do. That 108, then they will not engage 5 NGOs way for support the ministry. The ministry get their own quota, but then 5 NGOs they are go join we for support. So EAA support we with 6 million for ensure that all this the gear towards the human capital where Minister Seabab in the talk about. So on that note, I go stop here because I see Seabab, they constantly nudge me, lad, come on at the stage now. But thank you very much. I think I'm not able to give further or enough information. I'm open to questions because I'm still here. Thank you very much.
Mr. Edward Mustafa Bakau. Now clap for one more time. The Chief Education Officer. Now we sabi am back. Now say na been one upline school, eh? One school within I somewhere. They na been principal. A school they then get some big people away go this so I can afraid for talk about there. Because me go na better school, the Albert Academy. Academician in there. Eh? Now sabi academician, eh? Above all, eh? Always ahead. Or this Mr. Kwakaya that in school the way go there loud. But I can afraid though because I didn't me boss go. So I take time while they talk. Eh? Aha. One for tell and thank you. What's in clear now that we do a lot in the education field. Every single area of education, President Bill gets a team, something they happen. From preschool education, say to teacher education, and they cover. So you cover the full spectrum. Myself work in global education small. So I understand that sector is small. So if I let you see the level of investment, it's why I can tell people the way you combine basic education and senior and technical and high education, Sierra Leone, they spend the highest on education than any other country within the region where you consider a percentage of GDP. President Bio in commitment to education, no other presidents, no they can close to her. Now he make sitting at world, now the champion for transforming education. They don't just make a game champion again. Because of the work with Mr. Kwakra and Madam Minister, then they do. Now let's clap for one more time. When I will get chance for ask plenty question. Do you always get question? Just keep an eye on it. We get for open up. There today we ask the question. Say any question within on our mind, we give the chance. Yeah. Next, people they want to know about technical and higher education. My sister, when we minister of technical and higher education, himself na Dr. Haja Ramatulai Wuri. Dr. Wuri will give you the same opportunity for let tell we the states of higher education. What are the plans that we get, particularly for the people of Pujeon? We like for focus on Pujeon. How would you do the benefits them? But for your own case, before you start on this, I want to give you the opportunity. There's been some news about the ministry. Some people they write all kinds of things. Any forum where I don't do from His Excellency to everybody, they praise you for your exceptional leadership within a very difficult sector. I mean, I'm one of the people away publicly are very. I find you sector, the university people are very challenging. I use the right terminology, but you don't navigate them challenging and they with class and dignity. So I think the government of Salone really appreciates the work you do. So now I want you to take this platform. You start, maybe take a few minutes, address some of the issues today, and then give you an update for the people of Kuja. Now clap for Dr. Haja Ramatulai Wubi.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Will you call me the face? Me to call you the voice of the government. I want to say plenty thank you for the warm welcome we on our Gitowi this morning to we people in Napujon. And as always, tell the Ministry of Information and Civic Education for creating this platform where we can engage with the people where President Bio appoint we for serve and us appoint we for serve na Fitong no more. So I always appreciate the opportunity there so for I engage with people outside of Fitong. So I'm glad you say what you say about what you know they happen at this space because I equally want for use this opportunity for set the record straight. If the way they follow social media, there's been a lot of things being said about the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. One being that we interfere. The mandate of the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education now for supervise universities, both public and private universities, and government technical training institutes, again, both public and private. And the approach we don't always use now the ministry, now for ensure say we are guided by the law, we they consult all the relevant people them, and only when it necessary. And now instances that we believe say governance issues them, whether within the institutions them go lead to institutional instability, then we they intervene. But always guided by the law and always in consultation with the leadership within the institutions indeed. Because we all they work together. We not get separate agenda. Now the one agenda we all they work towards. And that is exactly what in the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education do in that instance. We consult with the relevant authority within the institution, and then we intervene guided by the law. So, person no go say the ministry interfere, where you get supervisory role. And we follow due process for restore regularity within the institution. But as part of that process, because every process where we face both good and or challenging, we dey try for learn from the opportunity, from the situation. And in that instance, we realize say the Universities Act, when are the legal document where they guide how universities then for operate, we realize say something then they where we need for add, something that we need for strengthen inside our documents. As we speak, that process is ongoing. And not to the ministry no more they do we don't make sure say the relevant stakeholders them, from students to lecturers them, we don't engage them. Because the document, we get for own the document. We don't just do something within the ministry and then we say all man for accept them. So one forget it, all of you. So they do that they for ensure say the regulatory tool where they strengthen them for lay it be reflective and responsive to waiting they happen within the technical and higher education space. The second issue I want for address, in addition to waiting and don't talk about my ministry, people they also talk certain things about me as a person. For instance, and say me try for when me abuse my position of authority, me move project from one institution to me own private institution. I want to set the record straight that yes, projects move from one institution to another, But not to one person make the decision. And it not happen when I be minister. It happened before I become minister. How research projects and they work, you get the funder, you already give the money, you get the lead partner, where na in the lead, now they talk to the funder, then you get we now the collaborating partners then. What do we all they work towards and forget to the end goal, the final goal when I for say we contribute to a body of knowledge in terms of research. Throughout that process, if challenges then come, then decision then came. You don't go make decision, not one person make the decision for say, let we move this project from one institution to another. Otherwise, if we not do that, then we are at risk follow not done this project. And if we not done the project, what are the implications for Salone? The institution in question, the partners them and the funder they go say, well, that means they do not get the capacity for complete project. Salone go also be seen in a negative light. And Salone go lost the opportunity for contribute to the body of knowledge. So now so the decision was made. Before I become minister, not one person make the decision, the funder be part of the decision, the lead partner be part of the decision. In fact, then get something, the legal term the innovation agreement. This is the agreement where you sign for say from this date, these projects they move from this institution to another. The date of the agreement say now the 11th of June 2023. 11th of June. President Bio appoints me for the minister 11th of July 2023. So I not even be minister it. And by the time we then sign that document, I not be even work on the project anymore. Because when you don't be minister, certain funders they not want to involve in project. So I want for use the opportunity for say it was not a decision made when me not be minister. Not to me make the decision on my own. Now all the relevant parties they make that decision they in the interest of the project reaching completion. I don't talk say I not get private, I not get no private institution. And documentation day, and by the time when they signed that agreement, I not even work on the project. So there was no personal gain. The final thing I want for clarify, now there's a lot of narratives say me get personal vendetta. Some of them know say before President Bio appoints me as minister, I work within a university in Sierra Leone. They say me get personal vendetta. When President Bio appoints me for the minister, I take an oath for serve using the principles of responsibility, objectivity, fairness, and commitment for serve all man, not a selective service. But remember what I say in the beginning. And for me, my position where I get as minister, I dey look am through the lens of responsibility and being of selfless service, not a position of power. I dey look and say this is a position of power. I don't get this opportunity for serve as minister. People and they celebrate we globally say young President Bioga young cabinet, and then Mika now for Sadika uses once in a lifetime opportunity, the greatest, one of the greatest opportunities that I don't get in my professional career for beginning use the platform for personal vendetta. I will not do that. Anybody will not work with me. No say no to Swatan. So when people like can say Danny, I can just smile because often when you say like Danny, bottom man, it common for you try for project how you day onto the other person. But that does not define me. That is not me. This role, it's a role for me. I see I'm responsibility and selfless service. I take an oath for serve the people of Sierra Leone, being objective, being fair. And me and my team at the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education, we remain committed to ensuring that we work with the institutions them for improved access to quality technical and higher education, for strengthening systems them within the universities them, and for support President Bio in human capital development agenda. We don't agree all the investments away. We don't, as a government, we don't make in basic and senior secondary education. Now we get for protect that investments. So within we team that only we committed to nothing else. There's no other agenda. President Bio agenda for the people of Sierra Leone for improve upon the technical and higher education space and protect the investment where we don't make as a government in basic and senior secondary education and ensure say we create access to quality technical and higher education for we brother and we sister them. So with that being said, I want for use this opportunity also for giving updates as to what we want to do within the space. So Pujon in particular, we, as I say, me they look after technical training and universities. Pujon get a government technical institute where they samale, una no bodandi. And when me assume office, one project's been there, we've supported, we've been funded by the World Bank and also the government of Sierra Leone puts money, where they call the Skills Development Project. And that project today, it give a lot of support to the government's technical institute within our Pujon district here. It provide training opportunities for young people them for train in automotive sector, masonry, carpentry, catering, so much more. I've been they read online before I come, graduation ceremonies them. And then when you do that kind of thing, then they change the narrative for technical education. Any opportunity where I get, they talk about the importance of technical education. Because as a country, unfortunately, we don't focus too much on academic. The goal now for go to university by any means possible. I don't get nothing against would I go down university route. Me na university I go down. But technical education is equally important. Technical education are the work way they do with you and for bake cake, for billows, for paint, for lay tile. Then kind of work then dey. And when you think about how the world they go now, technology, we all know about AI. AI, you go sit down and you do all kinds of things. But AI go do certain work, but you no go ever do technical work. AI no go ever bake cake. AI no can say paint this wall. You no go build this building. So even on the global stage, there's a shift in what they talk about now when it comes to education. We don't recognize we not for focus as much as technical education university education important, but we need technical education for build that middle level manpower. So Pujon district already gets the outfit, already gets the institution, the government's technical institute, where young people can access for gets this technical education. And what we they do now as a ministry now for protect them gains and they are talk about within the World Bank projects to the SDF project. What we they do now for ensure so we continue for improve upon Dandy. There's an opportunity coming where furniture will be provided in the second phase to the government's technical institutes in Apujoria. Meaning so where young person can for land, the theoretical side, they get desk and chair for Sidom, would they improve on their number then they so more and more students go down the technical route. So now the one thing we don't do for Pujon. We also talk to partners and for equipment for the government's technical institutes because technical training, not of us you don't know what they write now about you write. 50% of the term you go sit down, you write, but the 70%, the remaining 70%, you for they in a workshop. You forget tools and equipment where they help you for learn. So that I want to always advocate to partners and for let them give you equipment and with the revised curriculum then for ensure say it speak to what in the labor market want. What in that they mean? When they talk to the labor markets, the industry, the one that we for employ we picking them when they graduate and say what in are the skills the owner wants in a young person where he graduate. Would they use that information they for revise the curriculum? What would they teach on owner the government's technical institute? And also would they improve on ICT infrastructure? We're there in the 21st century. All man, they talk about digital skills, basic education. They put a lot of emphasis on that. We serve therefore build upon that. So one day, the government's technical institute, let the ICT lab be fully functional. We sign an MOU where in the second phase, where they can install Starlink, that very strong internet connection with government's technical institutes across the board, meaning so where young person done in technical skills training, they can go now at the ICT lab, and if you want for learn other thing, they can do so. If you want for acquire digital skills, they can do so. So another one for do for Pujon. So now, in addition to that, now for the sector as a whole, over the weekend, we host a high-level delegation from Nigeria. Then come out from the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board. And what in a can for can do now for can support we follow we start we own centralized admission secretariat. What in that they mean? The Ministry of Basic talk say right now you get 201,124 young people the way they do the WAS exam. When they do that WAS exam, they get for apply for go university or government technical institute. Before, then they apply straight to the universities or to the government technical institute. But we don't notice say then they can count your own challenge, especially where we want for start the academic year on time. WAS results will come out until late September, early October. The academic year for starts that very October day. So enough time now there for the universities they open the application portals and for the students they apply, then they interview them, then they give offer of admission. So what we don't notice for the first year students and then January then they start. So then they miss 2 months, in fact 3 months. We're not right. So we don't decide now within the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. So we need a centralized admissions. And not to weak out that idea though. It didn't the University Act will be mentioned of 2021. It did say we need a centralized admissions. So what do they do now? Now for ensure say what in the law on paper we they implement them. But we no one for say now we sabi how for do them. We reach out to Nigeria because they don't get this thing. Then call their own the JAM board, Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board. They don't get their own from the 1970s, and they don't get their own. So they get vast experience. So we now want for starts, and then we face so many challenges them. So we call on them. So we can't help we. The honor we call, we don't they meet with them virtually. Early last month, they invite the team for go. My deputy minister been go with 2 vice chancellors. The SFC then they come. They're so committed for support with them. In there this weekend, we'll bring all the relevant stakeholders from the universities to NCRA for NIN numbers, to NATSCA because you apply online, you need internet connectivity, to the Ministry of Communication, Technology and Innovation, the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, WIEC. Follow we all sit down and discuss how we want for planner. Remember I said the ministry, how we they work with the consult. So that will be consultative dialogue. We bring all the relevant people that we go make this thing go before and let all man emote depend the process. So we don't all man will say yes, this document we don't do so. We all involved and we all glad it will this so. So then I still work in progress. The team don't go back, but we get a lot for do. And what would they introduce now? Before the one way they go government technical institutes, and then they apply self online. But now we don't make this centralized, we'll get centralized admissions. We go support in terms of timely application. We just even think for so we start the process where the students and the SS2 or the equivalent of SS2 where they go down the technical route. So you just start 1 year in advance. So you see what results come on. Now automatic thing for say we been done interview 1 year ago, or we don't look you continuous assessment grade 1 year ago, we don't give conditional offer based on your result, you don't get placements at this university we apply for. You start. So that means that the academic year they start on time. But we they also include government technical institutes because we don't want for the develop solutions them only for university. We left GTI then because if we do that, they try for say GTI then a second class, they're not important, and that is not the case. Then they know to the case, they're equally important as university students. Then more time. Okay, another one where I want to talk about quickly. Now, we also they work on a policy. We're not able to work on it. We don't finalize a policy where they call micro credentials. Micro means small. We want to create a technical and higher education space where go serve all man. We don't assume say all man able left us na morning, go na in GTI or university from 9 to 5, he come back na OC study. You get some people always on a short course no more they want to do. So they want to do a small micro. So these micro credentials, what we don't do, supported by one of the partners that we call Commonwealth of Learning, they allow you, if you only get time for go study for short time, you get that qualification that you keep up. When you get another small opportunity for study back, you go, you do another course, you keep them. After time, we're able to stack them, gather all together and use certificates. Either certificates in one discipline where you study or diploma or so on and so forth, depending on which you study. And let's make a talk about Andy. This, as I say, a Commonwealth of Learning, and give you the resources then for doing. Salone na the first Commonwealth country we don't develop a national micro-credentials framework. Now we are the first Commonwealth country. And we do and so well. Then they reach out to we now, say let we send we focal team, we focal people them for go to other Commonwealth country then for teach them how we do them. Like how Nigeria can teach we how they do their centralized admissions. We self now then they reach out to we other countries them, Commonwealth countries, and they reach out to we and say, una can't teach we. I wanna say be doing a national micro-credentials framework. So these are some of the things them we are just one for talk. There's plenty more what they do. But that is the focus of the ministry for support the vision of His Excellency and ensure say human capital continue for be a key driver for socio-economic development in Salone. I thank you.
Put your hands together again for Regalita Nyandigo. Manengo ye. Kwegata. Amen. We say God thank you for President Bio. But not also you had the video. Trade. We didn't say minister. Not to find young woman they can see talk so no so. Trade minister they say, hey, minister wa na then people there, will buy the guy, ladies and gentlemen. Also minister they mean trade. Then I come. Aha, President Bill Nine come. He said, "Lord, change this place." He puts young, dynamic, competent people. We don't change the face of government. We they make the school picking the way they are today. If you're not girl picking, you see don't here, you see the Minister of Technical and Higher Education, they talk so. If I inspire you, if she can do this, you wait here. Just need for the winner of the quiz yesterday. Winner of the debates yesterday. Now be the best debater. Now been from Holy Rosary, Ujeo. Before dinner the hall. She was excellent, outstanding. Look at her. It's my piano. No clap for her. She did very well yesterday. It give you hope. Say, Minister, we'll get people who they can take over you by the grace of God. So with the transition, Ma just announce waiting how they get for break up the two next panel they will get. The next panel will focus on RA, NRA, and SLIA. So you see RA. Why would they put that together and I realize in RA there no more? Then the final panel, now you get the heavyweights. You get security, you get local governments, you get justice issues. And they deliberately keep the one in there. So when they don't for talk, they will go on the mic. They will bring them all kind of stage. They will ask questions for 1 hour. Will take plenty comments and questions. We respond, then we close up now. So now a lot of time for panelists there now. And I want to invite the provost of the Pujon Civic Day, when the National Revenue Authority, then get two people where they can join win on stage. Dr. Philip Kanu, when are the director for monitoring, research and planning. Kago, Dr. Philip Kago, I mean. Bravo clap for him as they come forward. Sister, where they can demonstrate. When Madam Janet Khan, now the manager for public affairs and tax education. And then we brother, we all one for see we want from the Director General for the Salone Roads Authority, Engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu. Engineer Camp. So what do they can talk about? The one way they raise the money and the one way they spend the money. This money where they raise, nine there I need for spend. But SLIA, NRA na we una partner for hosting. No worry, now you get the home, now you go to call. The man no want let the home day before. Now good Muslim. So Dr. Kagbo, they can talk about this na tax education what they can do. And let una learn about what NRA they do. Una the NRA. If NRA no, they will all now they pay we. NRA the way they collect tax now all they get all everything government they do. So one give Dr. Kagbo, unfortunately, una picking the commission today, but then call her early morning today, being for rush go free talk. Now me for don day and I be one can talk. Una sabi ano so Cheneba, Baka, Bangura. Una for the call the Bangura. Oh. A man don't marry that now. I know say be now una picking. But now me for Cam. He been there with me. Now this morning they all left go back. But he left in team. So they give Dr. Kagbo chance. Let him explain some of the work where NRA they do. Give you some updates. Then they get one tool where they want to understand. Where we sister go demonstrate. Then after that, Mr. Mahmoud will talk about roads and bridges in Abuja. Now clap for Dr. Kagbo. Dr. Kagbo, over to you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister Chenoba. Ministers of government here, heads of parastatals, and the traditional heads, religious heads, and all the stakeholders who are there. Una, good morning. Yesterday, I've been there yesterday as well. I talk small but NRA. And as the Honorable Minister say, now I own picking way now for don there. If it's for don't see the heavy delegation come from NRA, because we know say Abuja will come. And a day on our own picking day, a day come out. And not only one no more, and I study now understand say even the Deputy Commissioner General one, Anne-Marie Harding, Mrs. Anne-Marie Harding, himself now himself come out, Tina Rogers. And then even this woman sit down near me, when I head of PATE, now himself come out. So let una know say una get big delegation within a NRA, we come up from here. But of course, we find that una also know what in NRA they do, because that make you partner with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, because one let people they know about taxation. Because not just they about tax, waiting now. And wait till they do the money, waiting NRA they actually do. So NRA get 4 basic functions. First, not to, one all man know but now for the government give it the responsibility for let we assess and collect revenue on behalf of government. That it can be tax revenue now, it can be from customs, it can be from non-tax revenue. Yesterday, the Minister of Fisheries was there yesterday. Tell us say that fishing vessel. Remember say when I license for let una do na fishing. That money they call them part of non-tax revenue, when a license revenue. Then they all now they put together where government they use for do the other functions there. That are the one key mandate of the NRA. The other thing also relate to customs, so that trade facilitation. You find out say the movement of goods between country, if you come Guinea or Kaya or you come overseas and come, now customs the manager. But they will need for ensure say then goods can come freely and then they not to free, well I say free, not to for say no pay tax, but then come swiftly. So that when they come now, they will be able to apply the domestic tax on them, so that they, as the business and they expand from the goods and don't come, they still the pay tax will also they come put in that same basket, when a government basket, when a trade facilitation. The other feedback now for enhanced compliance, because before then NRA been there in different way. We been get customs in there on the own, we been get income tax in there, different other taxes them in there. But we come in 2002, and government say this thing for come together as one body, so that we're able to put together they'll put together all ideas and strategies we will make to generate more revenue. So also, but for mobilize that revenue, you get for improve compliance, meaning that the one they will not be the pay tax, you get for ensure say, you get for make sure say, then begin the pay tax. Oda not be file in return. Remember say if you begin file return. Oda not be not be registered for tax. You get a business, you get business now within at the size where they within the threshold for let register for tax, but not the register. We also need for make sure say register and that compliance. And then also let report it correctly. So now one of the things the way government gives in NRA for do the last thing where now other function of NRA now what we work with security agencies where customs you get the technical term what they call contraband goods, mean that things that are not supposed for flow, things are not supposed for car inside the country, or even self if they're not the country, we not for go na other country, na bad thing there. We not let it flow. We dey work with the security forces. Now make we get the head of security forces. Now we get also the military, we get the police. We all they work together for preventing what they call drugs. Now that drugs they will not foresee the arms. We not to the ministry of not to the military importer. You just grab say the cow arms. All them thing they nothing they will not accept. Then contraband goods they win and then drugs there. So at the function that they make NRA for. But in the execution of that function, particularly the how we get for do for mobilize revenue the tax. Well, how would they do them? One, for let increase tax, you get for expand the tax space. And how you go expand the tax space? So you'll be supposed for register, you know, register. You say for can now and register and pay the tax. And you say well not being they pay better. Sometimes they just pay one tax type, but not they pay the other tax. You supposed to pay for them, you say for pay for them. So in that way, we they expand the tax pay, register more people then for pay tax. The other way for like because when they increase compliance, if more people they register, if more people they file returns, if more people they pay on time, if more people they pay correctly, they will get more money we will mobilize for government. The other one, of course, are for reduced leakages. So, and I'm not going to say we perfect. It's difficult for get a revenue administration all over the world. We perfect. We not get integrity challenges, whether a system failure or it can be from the individuals, the staff themselves. So then leakages, then we need to ensure so we cut them, we minimize them, so that we're able to save money for government, where government will use for make development. And the other one, a collaboration. Of course, we know say not to NRA no more to collect revenue on the own. I make part of the team. We collaborate with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education because we also they collaborate with other players there, other people in the government, and also even not the stakeholders there. Because if we not tell we say this person, you know the people or this thing, it can go under, we're not going able not to all team with the get information for action. So until all work as a team. So I mean at all than they we they do. So that revenue they what do they do with that? So we'll collect money now for key to Ministry of Finance. So that money they all they go to the central port, we can call CRF, where they at the Bank of Sierra Leone, when at central bank. Now from there now, the Ministry of Finance they use for spend. We say like out hearing from the chairman of the district council today say he want know from local government because you know say the council they get money. Now all their money they will put together and the Ministry of Finance now they determine how their money are they go because they get a budget. And that budget they go through parliament, where parliament get representative from all across the country. And they also they determine say they accept say yes, this way where the Minister of Finance say na so I want this money for go. Where the cabinet self don't go, they approve as well. They say yes, we agree. Low person, so they can so. So waiting NRA to do all this while for increased revenue. Because then they want focus on now first. First, we get over the past few years, we introduced a system we call ITAS, when an integrated tax administration system. Now, a system they use for automate income tax and GST. GST, I don't know who that's about GST, and also goods and services tax. So then they use for the automate, and before then, everything people them they do for file tax returns, for let register, for let you pay on a manual. You get forgot snap now long queue. Where the months don't reach for let you file the tax return. Let me say now end of the month. Now so they can snap now long queue because if you miss that deadline, they will penalize you. The law provides say if you miss the deadline, they penalize you, get some money they charge you for pay extra. So for that avoid that the people themselves now long queue. So now that make we can say a consistent with best practice. Let's alone self get to get an integrated tax administration system. Where be say now if you register online, you can file the tax returns online. Okay, but putting that they do inside that ITAS, as I show maybe by that time they will follow demonstrate. And then we also get the ECRO self use where if you go by, of course, my colleague Okai will tell you about all the things that they machine there. Where they go buy in a shop, right? Where somebody they give receipts. Yesterday I talk and say it's very important that we self demand for receipts where they go buy. You say a civic responsibility. Not allow the businessman take that money he put in their pockets because already they have the formula whether businessman say whether he give receipts or not, he already don't cut that 15% tax ought to pay. So, but if you not give that receipt, it's possible say not register at the system and not get for file land at the ITAS. So, which implies it don't keep you, you don't take your money in the hand. the money will not go to government. You go dey gladly say at least that money will pay as tax. It will go to government for let make the road where they can push for let lights dey push for let get security. All that thing there. But if that money did not come, somebody did you from it not good. So therefore, you as a citizen, you as people in a stakeholder push where they go buy. Once I see that machine, they tell them say, give me receipts a big. If you know, because the businessman supposed to forgive, but if not, you ask for them so that you give receipts. So then they back we implement them. Then also we get what you call as you go the wall. Where they go custom, the system where they use the automated system for them to do transaction at custom. Before them, we will get a semi-manual system, will not be as you go the plus. But in 2019, we actually upgrade and migrate to a new as you go the wall system where web-based. Where we say not to alter need for go sit down safe na customs. No need for go na the border, na the customs day. You can do some side, you log in and begin to your own work. That way it will make them faster also for facilitate trade. And that makes even this year, government, NRA, don't work with for get a preliminary point so don't bill for Gendema. Will be say in the next month with the rollover as you go and Gendema. Because no ever gets an automated system between Salo and Liberia. We only get an at the seaport, we get an at the airport, we get an at Cambia, one at the border of Guinea. But the border where they na where Gendema are part of Pujeon, where we get to Liberia, up to now will not be get an automated system. But next month, because we don't already get the structure, because the already place been there, if we bring a system, then the place the flood every rain season. Also, if I go Gendema, where the season they can, all side water. So it's difficult for them to bring a system that place there, with an ICT system. So now that we don't build something up, we will now bring a system next month. And by God power, President Bioge can launch what we also call the SIGMAT. And that SIGMAT, they only become functional because we don't bring as we go that Gendema. That SIGMAT say it day because we are there for use for monitor transit goods because somebody say they bring them here for Guinea, it count them through seaports. But sometimes what thing they will say bring for Guinea, not to all you go see na Guinea, some go left na road. Every left na road, they don't foul some of now don't pay una import duty correctly because you don't count out without paying import duty, and then you go begin sell at a rate where it will out compete to now. So therefore, that SIGMAT they help for monitor transit. And then no say the transit are mostly Salo and Guinea and Liberia. So now that we can get Asikuda. Now Liberia, we already get Asikuda and Guinea. So make it easy for them now roll out the SIGMAT. So that all then they do. Then also we get the mobile payment app for non-tax revenue. First thing, what thing they happen if court stay na Pujeon, or let me say bond, we say maybe bank no dey around it. Maybe na court so they look at court so they na bush mall. So if bank no they don't charge somebody. So for them pay in fine, you not able to pay until you go find bank where they na big town. So that person they don't deny right for let get a bill or pay or any other thing. So pass the lock and force before it happen. So now then we say no, this is not fine because we as NRA want to make sure services will bring them to people. So we invent the mobile payment app. So to mobile phone, you can get the app and then you pay any side you pay. So you no need for say until I get for go find one big bank before I pay than they. So that's when they not go jail you until you that thing they happen. Of course, the other two get for can't talk me tiny. All right. All right. So therefore can talk about the other reform we'll do where we bring for accessible commodities. So like for alcohol or for tobacco, whether it's the importer or the producer now we get to the call excise stamp or marking. So they find out, say, my colleague, they can't demonstrate and they went that thing come. So for stop smuggling or for minimize smuggling, because technically stop smuggling, they will just say no more minimize them. So for minimize smuggling, significantly, we introduce the marking there. So we'll not say now, if you get this bottle here, we'll not see that stamp panel. Will they ask you how you manage counter? So mean that you don't smuggle that. Because also they ask the company will producer, how comes you produce, you don't mark this thing or you not stamp it? So mean that now so people in smuggle. So now all the things we do, don't do. We also they do for fuel, get the fiscal integrity solution. We do for fuel marking. Also now for stop adulteration of fuel. Because somebody will take petrol, it mix up our kerosene. So until they not the same price, people then be mix up. But if you don't mark her, I don't know say this way now for this and for this. Somebody know we will mix her. Then also, I think I get at the issue of time here. We'll try as much as possible for also interface the ITAS with the Asikuda world system. Because then they say important because you know, what's in the happen at customs? One way kind of domestic tax. You say as the information you go import your goods then. What you don't pay as GST, you already don't show at the ITAS. So nobody know can give you wrong information. So don't try for integrate than they. But very important, what they can do also now customs, because customs will they face a lot of challenges there, where even don't attract the attention of the state house and other things there. So a lot of reforms will they try to introduce, not only now for Gendema, but also within the system. Will they upgrade the Asikuda to a more sophisticated solution where we make sure see we will do more controls than they. But very importantly, we can roll out what we call the customs single window or a national single window, where an entire government system. So if you they bring your goods now, they start first from the customs end-to-end solution before we go down to the other players there. So all the players then are the key. For instance, Nawataki, they all get for connect to the system. And when they connect to that system, it's very easy for somebody not like me again say, what import say na statistics, and what in NRA as you could say as this because all they connect to the system. And we're able to see a single. So see one person don't enter through that system. They no need for go declare and again, declare to different players. That one declaration don't do. All man is here. So that make the work easier. And also will help to reduce leakages. Remember telling us say one of the reasons there, one of the strategies for low raise revenue and for low we reduce leakages. So I think that way it's small.
Thank you very much. A lot of for Dr. Kagu. NIA, they do a lot. And let's cancel with Sister Janet. Let's show, just demonstrate briefly the tool, and then we will go to SLIA.
Good afternoon once more. Firstly, on behalf of the CG, we they attend other important events right now. We there so today by courtesy of the Ministry of Information and also with a very consolidated and healthy collaboration with the minister and its team. So we're not going to can talk much. And the first thing we can have in mind where really tinapia was the fact say when we pin them in the NIA, the first thing we can have people in mind, waiting make NIA whole warm them, take out on a table. So jokingly, the decision for buy this rum, not so we they make up. Now you they make up. So when you make that decision, they for buy this rum, we now as an authority and also with the help of the government of Sierra Leone, we want to make sure say one, this rum where you they accumulate is safe, and also they pass on through the right route, and also we get revenue they generate from this rum here. We're gonna make if anything happen, we don't see the health area, don't talk of waiting at the reforms the way they don't put in place, and also this one not so devoid of all the activities them where the governments they do for make sure say they use and allocate their resources they are so efficiently. So you see this stamp Naya, when you buy alcohol, you dey watch now the stopper. If you not see this stamp, that means to say one, the person where they sell this rum or alcohol don't boycott taxation. And in other words, it don't avoid tax, which means they go sell this alcohol and none of that money they not go to the government. And what did they happen at the end of the day? Everything what we supposed for benefit an individual and also as a nation, they're gonna one great man in pockets. So as an authority and also as an agent where they collect revenue on behalf of the government, we want for see say their money they are so and their leakages they are so stop and the money go na the right side, whose side if you go. And also not to warm the normal water when a water where you they buy for the drink, they get excise stamp. And also then stamp they are what they call them PTS, the product tracing system, or in short the product tracing stamp. Then the all Dr. Kagbo don't talk, but then they so are not go into all of it. I just they come for let you know, say you need for easily identify the product and the stamp for let you make sure say you rightfully send you money So the side where it's supposed to go. And also, even for your health, like say waiting you they buy so not to counterfeit. Because this stamp here, so we also get a reform where they come where they call check 'em. So that app there, you they take we already there. Yeah. So you they scan the stamp, and now when you scan them, you don't know who that do them, which business we supply these goods, and also the manufacturer. So that means say you don't get authentic good. One of the key things that they also get challenges for is when we as individual, you as consumer, they go to business center for buy GST registered business. Yeah. So for the GST, not so everybody they pay GST. And also all businesses they pay GST except you didn't have the threshold for pay the GST. But if not GST registered business, and if you enter, you see the machine there, no say this person mandated and under the laws, he entitled for pay GST tax. And also, if you get this machine, he supposed to give you GST receipts. So any consumer where they gonna shop for go buy, you make sure say you ask. Because if you don't ask, what's in happen? They charge you for that GST, then you also they pay money when they gonna government in cover. So do ya as citizens them, let we learn for support government initiative, and also let we make sure say we your money the way then they cost, let them not eat and let it go on the right side where it's supposed to go. So also we get people them. So that machine there, it a different type. So when you see this, you also see this, say not so different machine, now also a GST machine. So an ECR machine. So no say now the same purpose they all serve. So let you know see how you say no, not to the ECR machine and not the buy so you. So we also get this one. We also get the big one where they also serve the same purpose. Yeah. So for now, every information on Adoyegi, it then IEC material there. The ITAS, the ECR, the mobile app where Dr. Kagbo already talked of, and also the demonstration of then different drinks there also there. So any of them drinks there where you see it then at the ISC material then it then our booth. So check with booth, get your information material then for let you learn more. And also you will feel like say you not go school, you not able to learn their demonstrations where they will don't do pictorial evidence the way you go watch them and you go know say this now one for talk about because information we want for simplify as much as we can and to your own best ability for make sure say the information there go down to its best. So also the Finance Act, we don't make sure say we don't simplify them for let everybody not get like you don't need to forget the bulky documents. You can get them now we both able for read them at a glance for let you understand most of the major policies then where they don't put in place where we as an authority they implement. So once more, I thank you so much. And I tell Una, thank you for Una listening here. Thank you.
And a little clap for Unayo one jama picking. Now Unayo one jama sister. And one jama people in Sabi talk. If not for talk you, then Sabi talk. Not so. One jama people then get sweet tongue. I want to add one simple thing for this conversation on tax. We can listen to SLIA. Which a man can talk, he talk about within we want from government. If I let all man understand this simple point. Government, I can say na like you home. Every day I can tell people, I say, you think say government no want spend money? I like your family. I like the papa or the mama if they work. The papa, he need for go earn money. Where under money, they get the money in hand. This month, the first picking wants bicycle. Whoa, all been small. All of people buy for bicycle, no so. But the paragraph for pay school fee. Where is sick, you get for go hospital. But that same money within a hand, no so. For let take you for let go holiday in America. You need for increase the money where they make, For let get extra money now in a government. But in this case, now we all lie now in our government. And NRA, now then they collect the money where we all they spend. I will now understand this. So, union part for help NRA is really simple. Now then talk so just now. You want them build road. You want who send subvention to local government. Government no dey say on a future who say we hate Pujon district council or not send money though. Now the money na no dey. Most times. If we can increase the amount of money where government they get, and when they say increase government money, not to foreign money for increase. The real money, and that small money where you go buy in a simple shop. And your task is simple. Where you go ask for receipts. No matter the business where you go for go buy, just ask for receipts. Make them give you receipts. That receipt where you don't ask for. That means you don't ask for money for let come back na your own pockets. Because na that money they have, clo me ajave. Yeah. Small. Now they full up. If you begin say, now take this small money, you left farm, government or losses, and that businessman they take that money they back home. So your task as a citizen is really simple. Number one, always turn to somebody, say always ask for receipts. Corneli, let's tell somebody who didn't hear you. Tell them back, you know you're fine. Receipts now you write. Any business where give receipts, now they pay for school picking, now they pay for healthcare, now they pay for what Mr. Momodu they can talk. Then secondly, where you go buy, then stamp pay up for them things here where they talk so. If forget stamp. The stamp they protect you. Now they make sure say not to fake water. Because NIA go don't check first in a real product, they put the stamp. Then secondly, the business they pay tax. So you own parts for like help government for increased money where they come back to you. Now simple. Where you pay, but my receipts. Let not say no, you go pay less if I not give you receipts. No, just always ask for your receipts. Mr. Momodu, but they cancel you now. People don't want to know, but any side where they go, the most popular panelists, most times, now roads. People they like road, road and bridge, So SLI in here. Mr. Momodu, time they go. You just summarize because they're going to ask you a good question. So take 7 minutes. Let you summarize for we. Wait now the status of Pujon roads and bridges. Another clap for her, please.
The minister, the way we chairman, local council, local authorities, and other representatives and from other government institutions, and my brothers and sisters, and good afternoon. A lot of people in there come up Pujon, myself obliged for good and me small Pujon connection. When I've been very small, me daddy, power model, na been headmaster na Yikando, the Baha'i Primary School we did it. Exactly. Of blessed memories. But over and above that, most people them go nobody. Robinsons, they are Black American family where they be dinner. Right. So I've been get also an opportunity for Kande holiday every time they go holiday. So I strongly affiliated to Pujon. If Pujon a nice place, if affiliate to them, then they enjoy the niceties. We've been there on the 25th of May for can inaugurate some roads and of course launch. A road, a bridge, and then for launch another road. I've been getting an opportunity for my Gilna an overview, slight overview, but we don't do, but that'll be enough. This opportunity here today, this forum today, I think that the best one for make we understand not only but within government don't do within this period now Pujon district, but at the country as a whole. Because if we're not able to get an appreciation of waiting, we don't do at the country as a whole, and waiting don't happen to una. Believe you me, when I left this hall, una go actually be super happy for this current government. There are so many times people they wonder, why we already come up Pujon, they go for Toru, why they not make a 8, they make that one day. Yes, this is because like how NRA they don't talk money, forget money, not easy. The minister don't talk for prioritize. So we major preoccupation, while of course now all those now they do road, but the biggest task will get for prioritize. So every part of the country will get a little bit of it. And in that doing it so, we get where they will the place with roads in hierarchies. We first objective, make sure say we connect what we call the Trans-West African Highway. That the road where they connect the West African countries, and Sierra Leone a responsible country. If we all don't sit down at ECOWAS, we don't talk, say, we forget road where they go along the coast, we oblige for Lord do we own. And when I guess what? We are one of the few countries that we don't complete the entire section of the Trans-West African country. I mean, a Trans-West African highway, now we own country, from the Guinea border to the Liberian border. We also, the next stage, now follow connect the major roads in. They major arterial roads there, and a roads where they connect to district headquarter towns. And out of the number of districts that we'll get, we don't try so hard to the point that now only 3 of them are outstanding. Oh, not do it. Oh, not able for reach tarmac road day. And each of that 3 day, we know say bonds get a peculiar situation. But however, now mainland bonds, mature now with the target, and that work is ongoing. Believe me, around December, we will accomplish that on the back. We get also responsibility, the next stage, for Lord do the urban roads. That means any populated area, district headquarter town, city, we want to ensure say quota for daily, which will not be done benefits long ago from Unayon. And we also replicate that in other parts of the countries. We get 2 districts that we're outstanding. We not get 8, but now because now recently then turned to districts, Falaba and Karine, then Kamakwe and Mongo. But we currently did work with the do road for Komok Kabbalah, they go towards Mongol. And once we did it, we go sort them and back out. That's the level of achievement we don't do. The last part is now the more we concentrate now the interconnectivity roads. Now roads and way go make this region, southern region, for example, to the east connect, south connect to north, west connect to northwest, and so forth. Now then kind of road and then how they do. For example, we want to do the already coming from Bo, Yile, Matotoka. We go directly connect the south to the north. We also want to do Mano Junction, Tongo to Bumpe. Then Kono. Then we connect the east. So now then can send in how they work on. But I want to listen keenly. Over this period, from 2018 to March this year, we don't able to do as a government a total of 474 kilometers inside this period here. It's not small. When we've been there Kono earlier this year, we be done do about 442. So it means from that time of the Kono to now, we don't add about 30 kilometers. And we position ourselves so we will persistently advance this development as far as the road sector concerned. When we be there Kono earlier this year, we don't do about 8. We don't complete 18 bridges. So when we say complete, when we can't now we say complete, it means we don't commission them. Some go down there substantially completed. Something like guardrail don't left, on a small work they don't left. But until we come with commissioner, we know tell us so we don't do that. So at that time, now be 18. But today, at the announcement, when I say between that period, we don't do 22 bridges. So which means we don't add another 4. Makiri Bridge are the latest of them. We currently they do about 26 major projects there, 8 of which we collaborate with development partners, and 18 of them, and this is very, very important, 18 of them are exclusively government of Sierra Leone funded. So that tells you the work we NRA than they do. We will also be proud as a people, because it means at some point we're able to snap for ourselves. And when we're able to snap for ourselves, a lot of the things that we go through now, no go through as a nation. But that notwithstanding, we get a number of projects then at the pipeline. I will call some. For example, the Cambia Tompare Kamakwe, it in at the northwest. Very soon, a couple of months, then they go start. The Boedu Kwendu to Guinea and Liberian border, then they go start. In fact, at this point, we don't complete from Kailan to Boedu. In don't now. We also go start the Pauya Junction to Benducha. I've been telling about connecting district headquarter towns. Though bonds get a peculiar situation, but the shortest side for make you go by water from the mainland to the island, now through Benducha. So we also want to let road go as fast as it can go. So we are also working, preparing that one day. Very soon we will start that one day. We work with the Islamic Development Bank for law able for do Kenema. Not Islamic Development Bank. This now with the European Union. For do from Kenema to Joru Junction, and then The one they come out, Kenema they can't blama. We want expand them, then we go do this for interest on all from Blama to Puturu. We want to do that and they work with the EU. We work with the Islamic Development Bank, follow Blama, Koribondo, Sumbuya to Tomabo. So these are just few of the pipeline projects that we'll get. Now make a zoom in on Pujon, particularly. Let's just give us some figures. Within this period, we don't construct. Now listen, I tell you, we don't do about 470 something kilometers. All this period. Pujon district alone, we don't do 135 kilometers of this 400 something kilometers of road. We don't do that. Pujon no more. We also don't construct, I tell you, 22 bridges. Out of the 22, 9 of them are Pujon a day. Most of them they along the Banajuma to the Liberian border road. Just recently, we don't launch the Pujon to Bondapi Road. So the contractor they mobilize, and then of course then we'll start for do that one day. So the only major road we're gonna be outstanding at Pujon district will be the Pujon to Puturu road. They prepare that one day. We look for agencies that we go to help with, either through traditional development partners them, through government, or through public-private partnership them. However, we engage in major maintenance activities on that route today. So this so far now the things and way we don't do. We go. There's a lot of clarification we will need. A lot of other issues then we will talk about, but make we left that to the question and answer period. Thank you very much.
Another clap for Mr. Jalil Momodu. Pujon. Sugwao. Anyway, the president be not talk and say Naya it's dirty. So of about 400 kilometer road, Pujon alone 100. Bonalo clap for President Bio. Bonalo clap for him. Nobody not going to say President Bio not don't deliver for Pujon. No, so and the additional one they wait on left. The Puturu road. Una don't hear the good news, and they work on them. President Bio be say no Georgia at the beginning, He say wait for him. Ye can me. At the end, where the game done. No, so now the Georgia. So the lot clap for the panel now. SLRA and NRA then will go down and take their seats. Will they get the last and final high-powered panel? And when we complete that now, we open up for question. Number one person where they call from that panel then are the person where they in charge of national security. One of the most important people in the country. This man, Namio uncle. I can always again hard time, but we work together very closely. We will clap for the one and only Mr. Abdullahi Afayama Kolka, the National Security Coordinator, a true son of the soil. Oh, Pujon. Where is he? Now the first camp by any civic day. But more fits on all the security we and Kanaya. Must not say it take Pujon serious. We're not clap for one more time. Next, for represents the ministry where Unawaye reports, where they can unveil the map. See, they can show on a map for the new districts then. Who's chiefdom the inside, who's chiefdom the left, Naya, who's one they go. Unawaye Yolande. Well, unalo clap for Mr. John Brima, Capacity Building Manager, Ministry of Local Government and Community Affairs, another son of the soil. NSF, Naya, and your mama Komot. We also need for you about justice issues. the state council where they cover this Pujon area, when a distinguished lawyer where they can represent the Solicitor General, now Mr. Augustine Sheku ASQ. Now let's clap for him. And then for be the final speaker when they bring everything home, now we host the resident minister. Man, this man here will come out Boku side because we get both bond connection and we get both connection. The one and only Chief John Abu, another clap for him, resident minister for the Southern Province. So we get a very distinguished panel here where they can discuss issues. We start with security. Let us know how we sit on the country. Mr. Ernest Court, the people of this country, the people of Pujo want for know waiting at the current state of security in the country, how we did in the country, provide some updates and some assurances. We want to give the mic first, like kick this panel off.
Make us stand on existing protocols because everybody had me brother there, me daddy there, me uncle, me sister, me auntie. Even the paramount chief said, "Na me teacher, the one na me your chief from your chief done." But I bring una greetings from His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, like the Minister of Information say. Make we give now some updates on security in the country. Well, I will begin first with the Office of National Security because now in there for coordinate the entire security of this country. And I will begin with the establishment of the National Security Council, who say the president himself now in the chair that particular meeting. ONS, Office of National Security, now just the secretariat of that council did it. We they serve as secretary. I mean they serve as secretary to that committee did it. And so that committee did it, it serve as war cabinet when war in the country. Then the committee that the president is take as in war cabinet for look at all security matters then in the country. Now, moving from there, I want make una know say as a coordinated institution, not so we don't get total mandate over the primary agencies. The primary agencies, then they get the ministries then. Like you get the police, you get the Ministry of Internal Affairs with the supervisor. You get the defense, you get the Ministry of Defense with the supervisor. Then of course, you get several other ministries then. But in coordination, we coordinate both the security sector, primary forces, and ministries, relevant ministries, and agencies then in the country. We're relevant to security landscape in the country. We bring that together for a little work together. Now, I want to just give a little bit of that committee, that National Security Committee. It gets subcommittees the way they don't create. When they bring together the agencies that together for a little work in the country. He established TOCU, Trans Organized Criminal Activities. TOCU, now for FETs, then criminal activities then, and the land, and the air, and this, all over. Then we also established the Joint Maritime Committee Steering Committee, we're responsible for the marine domain. It brings together all of the relevant ministry, department, agencies, then, including the primary forces, together. that are interagency activities. We operate together as one. I mean, the chair, all of them subcommittees they did it. But one key important committee where the NSC established, and that the NSCCG, National Security Council Coordinating Group. That's the second highest committee where they to the NSC after the president, the chair. All right. When you left down there, you come to that NSCG. That NSCG did itself again a own subcommittee. But that NSCG it comprised of permanent secretaries, heads of primary security forces. You get the IG, the CDS, the head of prisons, the head of fire force, and then the anti-corruption and electoral commission. All of them are part of that committee. That committee today, the chair, is also a very important issue. They're one of the most principal committee down there, apart from the NSC. We look at so many other things in the country, but as they go down, we will see the linkage when you go to them. When you come up from down, they will also get what you will call the Joint Intelligence Committee, called a JIC. JIC. Now, all of the things that will happen in the country on daily basis, with the collector, they send out on daily basis. Now, a particular department, office, they call it RAD, Research and Assessment Department. That information and intelligence, they go inside it. For them, we analyze them. We analyze that and assess them. All right. Then we send on NSCCG. We also get under the NSCCG, we get what we call the ISPC. The ISPC is an independent election planning committee. Normally, formally will be the activator when the electoral commissioner don't announce the date for election. But now what we don't do, a new reforms that we don't do, is that we now make a permanent picture of the security landscape. For say, all elections in this country, paramount chief election, drivers election, students election, all elections now with the focus on it. Because the threats they were they analyze as security. Now they don't threats that they come out. Then small the way they come out. Now they all they come to one where they make a big problem for we. So we start for look at the election at the then threats in from that angle and did it. So it's part of also our security discourse at that level did it. But moving forward, we'll be done after the 11 years of war in this country. All after Abide Pujoya, I go school, Holy Family, St. Paul's, then I go school. We know how the 11 years war devastated this country. We know what did happen at that time. Now, after the war, what do we do in the security landscape? We decide to get what we call security sector reform. Security sector reform 1, security sector reform 2. So after the security sector reform, we move forward and now and say, okay, now we don't get this security sector reform. So what do? We develop what we call the National Security Architecture of Sierra Leone. And the national security architecture of Sierra Leone, I will tell you, is the best in the sub-region. That even when you go to other countries outside, they admire the Sierra Leone national security architecture. Why? Because our security architecture now an integrated fashion. When they sit together, we discuss the security. That is why when they can't run back, we establish the PROSEC, the DISEC, and the CHICSEC, meaning we don't take security to the people. We don't give una the security. For them, we own the security. For them, we discuss una your security. Because the PROSEC chairman of the committee and the resident minister, they get relevant people the way they meet. The DISEC chairman of the DO, the DO they are also the DO, and then you get the council chairman as a member. The Chiefdom Security Committee, what they call a CHISEC, now the paramount chiefs then, now the chairman of that particular committee. Now, meaning we don't give una the security for them and discuss it. And where we would discuss them properly as chairman, in some areas then, we not get chairman, we get focal persons in. But if we discuss the security now in our community properly at that meeting the day, if you need to say for done, now in our community, we already know. Because if stranger enter in a village today, the town chief, their responsibility for can't tell the paramount chief. No yaja kwa mulu yo. Te hota ya wa, hote na wa, te ebwe medio, hote na bwe so wa, kemo gulwa kemo go. Ke do ma ina ke hote na malu ya. So anything not really ya ulu without chief don now, what go call by way of security information, they will raise her up through the channel. Kemukoga, they will give una early response. One of the major functions of the ONS now for give early warning and early response to government on time. All right. Then thing that when it happen, we then structure the way I don't tell you so. When it happen at the various chiefdoms then, now the various districts then, if we properly utilize then structure then they did, we never get problem in this country here. In fact, I will tell you now, with President Bio, it does so much enhance the security sector that today we get peace in this country. This will all will testify. We get peace and we get sustainable peace. That's what I know. Some people in the other country they ask them, how do you manage to get that kind of peace in your country? It is because all of them structures the way I don't show so. If them structures, then they work very well in the country. That structure today, we don't get one problem. We get huge issues there when they come in as threats to the country. For instance, we don't begin get cattle farmers from that Falaba end. Then people cattle don't begin carry the country. They don't begin come. That's a threat to our security landscape. So then and then we require to look at now. Then China where they kind of the country from Mali, from Guinea, then people cattle here. Because for we in this part of the country, we so much and we passionate about we backyard gardening. Then we farming there, then we backyard gardening. For let cow come on, you can't eat that you rest where you don't grow. You don't begin grow, you can't eat that. No problem, you will kill her. So indeed, for now, begin look at that. And as a security, we are currently looking at that now. The Minister of Agriculture, Unayo Pikin, they try to develop a cattle settlement policy. Or go try to popularize the entire country. Owners have to look at that. Of course, so many things that happen globally. But as a country, because of our interagency operation, we have been able to handle it globally. Locally, there are things where don't they surface like land disputes, in the Kamboku, chiefdom to chiefdom, boundary dispute today. That's something we are grappling with. But we try to see how we can able for Somaliland, Then we also get illegal mining in the country where people that they come, they don't even take license, they don't go mine. And the place there. That is something we are also looking at. Illegal logging is something we are also looking at. These are areas we are looking at. And as a country, I tell you, we are doing very well in our security landscape. Yes, people they will try to distract us, but I mean, we're not allow them to be distracted as a people and as a country. The security sector is there for protect UNA. That is why now you cannot say you get under the police, you get this family life support. They also get outreach for engage the people. We are not engaging the people. So we are more of engaging the people so that crisis don't go occur. Because if we don't engage una and tell una what's in the team, we left una, so crisis go occur. So we now think say for begin engage una. Even the journalists then, we are beginning to engage the journalists then now because we are getting a lot of misinformation on the security landscape. A lot of misinformation they come in. Some people may do it maybe out of ignorance. Some people, because we don't get what you call this bloggers. Bloggers, they don't come. They blog until we don't come. Everybody they go to call number, it take food, it takes something. It may not be correct. And anything where you don't know, ask questions. The security sector is open. Ask questions, but don't tread on rumors. For beginning, tread on rumors, then you say something out, which is not correct. If you see pictures, then na social media, then you say you begin research one. It's not correct. Sometimes when they call people for questioning, for make we do so, that particular thing they do so, it's not correct and not ever do them. Because when the country is peaceful, we get people then, of course, that's the young way for come out at other people. But they don't say what they talk is never correct. It's never correct. The things we have done in our security landscape, measurably, I'm sure compared to other countries, you will think Sierra Leone do very, very, very well as a country. When you get other people there, where are detractors then, they get so many things there where they always they talk about, which is not correct. Coming to Pujon District. Pujon District, the security sector don't do a lot now. I'm sure the DISEC don't resolve so many conflicts because the DISEC and one of them functions for resolve local conflicts in an area. The one when they're able to resolve, they can escalate them. The CSEX for resolve then conflicts and they and some of them conflicts and they have been able to resolve them. Critical one and they where I will just mention. The Saula Longo. Now be long tell this people in this country whether Papa na be region chief na not well, but with the DISEC will be there, they were able to manage. I think somebody even died. Somebody died in that process. How long ago the issue? We're able to resolve that. The SOCFIN issue. The SOCFIN, now one area down where the security sector are moved the whole, the military head, the police head, we call the stakeholders them. We talk to them. We say, do you this country don't have for help Ranaya? Because you don't have for help Ranaya, we don't stop for thief, then put there. I think it resonates a bit. It go down well. It happen now, but it happen on a small scale. Now the family issue. We got so many other children boundary disputes in there where the security sector they attempt for try for resolve. One recent one was between me or two children, they said, Perry and the Galines. But that was out of statistics, they no mistake. All right. So those are some of the critical issues that where I think say, as a sector, we don't intervene for make sure say we make Pujon District very, very peaceful. And all over when you go, Mr. Minister, I will tell you, we'll not get any serious critical security major issue in Pujon District. Because President Diego wonder, he said, well, you are coming from here, that district. Why this kind of thing they happen, did it? You know. So we always make sure, say, the district coordinator, the children coordinators, they did it, then they on their toes. Because I know, say, we have a porous coastal. What do I do? I send specific children coordinator now Mano Bujima. I said, you go did it. Let you did the lady info. Because when you go to Mano Sakrim, and you look at it, look the tone, take me, you can anything can come in and go out. Anything can come in and go out. Any boat can come in and go out. It's very porous. Our coastal border is so porous that there is need for them also to be vigilant. And then we also ask the chiefs then, where they on the coastal line then, for them also be vigilant. Because it's only when you are vigilant and you're able to tell me what did happen, they will be able to respond quickly. But if you're not able to tell me on time, we're not able to respond on time. The issue about security is sharing information. Share information, not hide information. Tell us the information. We can look at them, analyze them, process them. Then we come out whether it is the truth or the lie. Because technically in this country, I put a lie for people there. Somebody don't like you. They go lie but you. You go right, but could danger lie but you. Send them. But those things are now things of the past. We don't encourage that. If you write something, we go to look at them, we assess them, we look at the facts. We trade on facts, not on fiction. So now the Pujon district, Mr. Minister, Pujon is very peaceful and stable because we have been able to provide the requisite security to able to protect everybody else.
Thank you very much. Allah, put your hands together for the National Security Coordinator, the head of the Office of National Security, one of the most important people in the country. We all they call him. Maybe me as minister, anything will happen, they on direct line to him. This is now one of the man in this way. They talk to everybody across. Even to myself, you get meeting here and also. They go Sam Allen today. 3 o'clock, you get another meeting for the upcoming chieftaincy elections. For make sure, see, as governments, activities they go forward, una the people of Pujon districts, some of them get for in other districts later. You wake up one morning, you been go to sleep na Pujon, we do clean, you dey Bandajuma. How na say? Aha. At that party we can go to, but before we go there, I want to talk about justice sector. So they left you. No worry, this game, now me get the game. Now me hold the ball. So Mr. Sheku, we hear about new constitution. People here nobody courts now, how the courts they sit down. Then get your magistrates now, how the case then they go. We want to give you very brief updates on what's in the happen with the justice sector for the people of Pujon. Go ahead. Another clap for Mr. Augustine Sheku, the State Council.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. I want to stand on existing protocol and extend my bossing greetings to una. Actually they look forward for me day out una, and they call me late na net say I get another function this morning that turn we making a come. That's been said, most definitely people in Pujon I don't used to me face for the past 5 years as I don't be the resident state council and supervisor for the Southern region for 5 years. Every other 3 months or 6 months I don't come for city courts now. I go start with Pujon first and then go to the constitution as you state. We all know before now, the courts, the prisons, and they take the suspects, then go go sit court. In 2017, I began do circuit court now for Bo and Pujon. We get a lot of backlog cases then. Now Bo the high court be the seat. And then the magistrate will be the seat now Bo. Now they can do circuit courts for Pujon. After 2 days, they do 4 days now. Bo we can do 1 day. 1 day na Pujon. But that be don't change now. 5 years back, 7 years back, when I get a resident magistrate. And 7 years back, we start for begin to circuit court. Now, John, before then take the suspects, then go Pujon, we be the canal, the prosecutor, the defense counsel, and the judge. And since we don't start then they don't become regular now. This month also, we there about for come. I know say I don't draft the indictment them. And towards the end of the month, the High Court get for can sit here. And since we don't start for the circuit courts now, John, it don't ease the burden on two things. Now, I mean, justice don't become accessible. First, you yourself where they don't do bad, now you be they pay your own transport to go boo. Waiting we don't do now, government in the past, for the past 5 years, don't say no, we not get for make that they happen. If they don't do person bad criminal case, now government you don't wrong. Now government they provide transport allowance for all witnesses. When I always they are know that anytime we come, we get somebody in the accountant. You pay, you say na Samale you come on, na Galines you come on, you just they show the amount where you pay come with and pay go. We the provider one day now. Then they don't make we able this finish cases them speedily. Also, we know say now one magistrate the sits now John, but John big. Where cases then they don't gender might be very difficult for me to get witnesses then come. So the Chief Justice they don't introduce circuit court within John. Where magistrates they left Pujon town and they go sit court Nazimi. Where also they ease the burden by the witnesses them and also the people that they don't do bad. Then they make sure so then they now get the taste of justice and it happen easily and quickly. We come to police case and inquiries files them. Several times when they do, when they get case them, it they turn up police. Waiting up because at that time now just one state council. Why can I mean one green be the boo? And at the cover Po, at the cover John, at the supervised Bond and Moyamba. Now big districts them and Boku people and the Boku case then they happen. For ease attention, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice don't do recruitment of over 30 to 40 lawyers then. And because they see how the workload now is south heavy, and now get 8 other state council them, we then deal with me now, but they don't start 2 months ago. We don't allocate, we don't assign 2 of them state council them to Pujon. We get for the camp on a regular basis whenever when I get them serious cases them, we order lawyer go the camp for defend the suspects then go come do them rather than the police then do them. For make sure say they're not bully the police officers them. The lawyer defense counsel and not bully the police officers them. So now we get 2 state council assigned to John. We get 1 assigned to Moyamba where they cover Bond as well. And we come to the local courts. We know say the state council and still they act as the customary law officers. And many times when they get issue ruling against one party in a local court, then they find it difficult for go appeal na bo. And for Easter one day, we now don't choose a day where they can start after this month. Every Thursday, the state council, they move Kana Pujon. They don't cut down the transportation when I get for the pay, and they don't make the hearing them of una appeals then going to be extremely easy. Because some man not even able to pay in transport for go, so you're not able to appeal. Then the case spoil. Even though we get right, but you're not able to get the appeal. Government don't decide say we make justice accessible not only for the Whitman court, but also for the local courts them, where most of the cases them, now then they handle them. Then they happen for both the magistrate court, high courts, and local court and police cases them for Pujon district. The minister mentioned the constitutional review process. This is a process where it don't start way before this government. And I'll be fortunate for be one of the lawyers them way be attached to the review, to the committee, and I'll be there to the environment, lands and mineral committee. A new chapter we want for make we get inside with constitution we not be ever did it. The proposed constitution, a fine. 1991 constitution, we all know say we get boku loopholes them. And at Dande we be see where we say no, when we try for review them, and then thing there will not be make provision for then thing there will not be there inside the 1991 constitution, where include the environment, the rights, the land rights, which right woman gets to land, to property, the minerals them, how we for secure and make sure say na Sierra Leoneans then the benefit, all that they will try for capture them. The past government conclude them, then do them white paper. And when these governments don't come and they know say yes, it's important we do them. Then self don't review that white paper they where they don't publish out and they don't see how best we will try for incorporate them. But it's not easy for to amend the constitution because we get two parts by the constitution. We all know say we get parliamentarian then and then they make law, then can amend for we, then they make the law. But out of 7 million, we know go left 100 and something people just for change the law like Dande. So then get the part by the constitution where then go able change without they not come back to we. We then get the other parts there where the law not give them right for change. For me then change them, we go get for what they call referendum. And that referendum they it costs money. It means say government get for country with all and they send all man when I go now on a district them. This not the new law we don't make. When we want make. But with constitution, now so it say. We not go able to change them if we not say yes. Even with the parliamentarian, if they all the 130 people that will get they say yes, more change them. They not get that power there. But we the people them say yes, make we change them. So the few them where they get the power for change, it include the laws on electoral reform. Right now they don't draft the bill, it in a parliament. But then other major one them, government they look when they go get the money. It might be say we go do them during the next election if the money there, or before the election if the money there. So when we wait, where government feels say the time don't right, and then go say, this not the white paper we don't do. This not the changes the more we want for the constitution, but now una get the constitution, not to we. So una go vote yes, una want them, or no, una no want them. Thank you.
Hello, clap for all lawyer. Mr. Augustine Sheku, the State Council. He don't do very well. He don't say na no so. He don't do support government for let justice reach the last mile. Now, we the council one speaker we and also we all want hear from Ministry of Local Governments and Community Affairs. We brother Mr. John Brimer, a son of the soil. I want to make sure say all the chief then they inside, all the chief then they, because it's a very important. I see some of the seats are empty. This is a very important part of the conversation we don't cancel. You know they come up boy and you come then and go tell you back what happen. You don't there now. You follow your from the horse's mouth. We're here This is a very important engagement. The ministry now in the lead on the engagements on this redistricting. We don't go all over the country. What they do, they work very closely with local government. We they create the platform, we bring them come. Then explain. I want let the team bring the map forward. So Mr. Brahma, you will come forward with the explain. Already in my preliminary engagements, plenty people want to know what thing for happen. Who side they are, who side they are, who side they in, who side they out. What are the principles of this? That is why we're here. These are the most transparent governments in the history of this country. His Excellency say, let the people of Pujehun understand. Will they give Mr. Brahma some time? May break and down for we. And Mr. Brahma, like us, and a son of the soil, some of the things they go talk on a Creole, but you go feel free for talking about Mende back. Because we are here to communicate. And the most important thing is for communicate. Yeah? So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll all put your hands together for Mr. from the Ministry of Local Governments and Community Affairs. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Honorable Minister. And well, I know I'm good aside there, the left hand first. Una morning me people of Pujehun. Today I know say una look glad because the panel is full of Wanjamerians. My elder brother and a head of security. Me with Mapnaya, sister. No, you know, una clap for the Minister of Information because this not to be ever known a coincidence. You know, ever know. Okay, perhaps you will know of the ONS boss, but for we can join an officer if we ever know. Say now from here we come out. Now, the map where they stress on up to this point where they talk, now a proposer. Now only His Excellency get a power. The day where they make proclamation where they say now this I say. All the chiefdoms, the towns where they can't talk about now, they go not come on the outside and they don't go outside the district, they outside and they. Not to the Minister of Local Government, so una not go misquote me. It's you want me strictly, say la tell una so, say not to Indua. Now the head of state now get a power for do that. But in as much as now get the power for do that, the ministry suggests to them. Now the suggestion, now they can't tell una na ya. So that it go in our mind. But I not like Minister Tambalamina say na Iduamo not to in one. Now the whole ministry and in collaboration with other ministries them like and agencies like ECSL, Statistics Sierra Leone, Ministry of Development and Economic Planning, you know. So we incorporate all the ministries in there. But first of all, it's a register in apology where it will come. When I find out, say, the chairman of Putlokos District Council been died. And now today, they inaugurate another chairman. We now a very important. Even though this one is more important, but you know, when you in our office, you get for train lieutenants there for the always representative. If you are overwhelmed, you able to do. Now make any side where you go, now for go apprentice lady near you, so that you go they understand the whole. So let's assume say if not be in one, nobody know for there today for can allay the fears of people in Apujo. But more especially the paramount chief, the Usai chief don't get for day in this redistricting. So he say it tender an apology and it tell us say it work very closely with the Ministry of Information and Communication, and then the people of Pujehun for take this civic education very seriously. This is an innovation where the Minister of Local Government, the Minister of Information don't bring where a go get for Lefa as a legacy. So the civic moving forward, the civic education, they go name her after Minister Chenoba Dongo. They go say na be well, and now bring them. You don't know if the civic been there before. Now revitalize them. I don't know if I get right for use that word. Now revitalize them back. Now, why redistricting? Why creation of localities? Why the amalgamation? Now then 3 things and they are there for talk about. Why the amalgamation? We get chiefdom the way be amalgamated during the colonial era. Now the ministry sees therefore de-amalgamate them. So they don't make suggestion to His Excellency for let it separate them. The amalgamation are for separate the two, like what they do with Perry and Galines. Now we get me elder brother, now the chiefdom, now the paramount chief for Perry. First thing I be under the rule of Chief Masakwe, now be Galines Perry. So now we don't get Perry as a chiefdom and Galines as another chiefdom. But when I see the reason why and the benefits of the amalgamation, not so. Now, the Perry people there, they don't see they get paramount chief, they run too quick. Then they travel, they take and Bravo Masakwe, who said the other part of So now that nine are the advantage, the major advantage of the amalgamation. You district it, whenever a government creates a new district, they bring all the wherewithal. Wherewithal will mean police station, hospital, university, all waiting for day now the district. Go people they get for benefits from that particular district, the new district. We see them we start them in 2017. We then create Karine and Falaba with Putloko City. Karine na a district. They can bring her up to a district level and all waiting supposed for dinner district again for day. Karine, colonial days even day. So they just will bring her back. So this, when you come to office, you meet you predecessor don't do something. Now for when you come, now for build on that particular thing what they don't do perhaps in a better way, where if you say you go able to do we go able benefit with people then. So I they speak within the law, the Local Government Act. Initially 2024, now 2022, now give power to the Minister of Local Government, the Minister of Finance, for let them do this work here who don't do so. So let nobody say, now just Minister Tambala, mina grab no more say, are the police chief don Accra Nguyanda. No, now the law na ingi under power for doam. And they just do in one. And they make consultations. Just like we see the minister talk, we do a lot of lengthy consultations in this country. We be even kind at this hall. We go Nazimi, we go Panguima. What people they call a Panguma? Now Panguima. Not a Panguma, now Panguima. We go there, we go this Bonubu. You go ask why would they go? Why would they go? Would they use money for go? Because we actually want to get first class information about their side and we look at the analysis before ever we suggest to president or the ministry suggest to president for let identify whose particular town will be appropriate for the district headquarter towns. And when I find out, say, anything we'll talk now, when I propose that, not to final law, we can propose to president. The president say, no, I don't agree. I want let Badajuma be. I want let Zimi be. I want let Pujon Dede. I want let Putoru be. You can still suggest president say no. But so as a ministry, we don't suggest to His Excellency I will get for come go take una through. For say, now this after lengthy consultation of all the things I don't do, now this will feel say will for present to you for your consideration. So very soon, una go hear una dey by una radio, una go hear His Excellency, we go make the proclamation. Now, why they decide for do create localities, create additional councils? Now, because let's look at Freetown on a practical ground. Freetown City Council. Some side and day, I guess some of my friends they say one day they don't get demand notice because they never reach day. They never pay property. Of course, when you get demand notice, now they pay property rate. So if we divide them district, then that city they into 2 or 3. Imagine into administrative district there, you go find out say the development will reach to the last people then because they go able to harness the resources then with the then with save them. Now the same with the rural district councils. We create other we recommend other additional councils them wait for day. And we recommend additional villages that wait for our new villages that wait for our to the existing villages that will be there before. Where we get for Cancer Runa. So the report shows say for the western area, we for divide them into boroughs. Well, what do they mean by boroughs? I think in England they use that word, the boroughs. So small councils there. Small councils there. We go there under the councils. So we get in the western urban, we divide the western rural, we divide that into 3. We recommend say it will be divided into 3 councils. Waterloo Council will be divided into 3. And then we also suggest say we for separate about 5 villages then will be clustered together. We for make them get paid mandate. We for separate them. Then 5 villages then they for separate them. They will get additional 5 paid mandate or 4, as the case may be. And then for the Southern Province, we decide say we for add new council, district councils there of Bandajuma. For add I know that they only estimable at this. For in the Southern Province, we for create 1 district where na Bandajuma district. And if they create a district, definitely you forget a district council. We can't tell now the chiefdom there we get for 4, we proposed. I get for watch me although we propose for join then that district council day. For the Eastern Province, they suggest say we forget a district council we call Panguima District Council. Not to Panguma or Panguima District Council. So in that district council, I get for can't tell una the chiefdom they will fall under that district council day. For the Northwestern Province, we create 1 administrative city council with Nalungi. Nalungi, you get for this. So we add, so you find out, say, in Putloko district is unique. Now, the only district we get 3 councils. We get the Putloko District Council, we get the Putloko City Council, and we get the Lunge City Council. So you don't see, so Putloko get 2 district city councils there. Now a proposal. And then for the Northern Province, we propose the amalgamation. of chiefdom there, we get serious problem. Of course, una know say they go only the amalgamate chiefdom if the two chiefdom they're not able to cohabit anymore. One of the reasons, if they're not able to live together anymore, they will decide for, they look into them, they investigate, they will decide for separate them so that they will bring peace. The bottom line is now peace, coexistence. So, now that. Mr. Minister, give me chance. Now delicate. I don't know what they can hold me again now. Okay. For the Eastern Province, where na the Panguima District Council or Panguima District, the councils, the chiefdom they will fall under that particular district council na Penguia, Yahweh, Pejebunge, Peje West, and Jang. Nine come from Kailan district, form part of the district council. And then from Kenema, the chiefdom where them cut from Kenema, we can form part of that district council day or that district day. And public facilities before they did. Centrally and accessible to the constituent chiefdoms. Topography and landscape sustainability. So they put then 3 town here. We suggested 3 town here to His Excellency. We suggest Panguima, Tongo, and Bunubu. I will come to the I don't need the final one who said the district of Nanda after this. Southern Province. District of Bandajuma. Composition of the chiefdom that we join the district. From Bo district, we get Wunde. Wunde form part of the Bandajuma district. From Kenema district, we get Nyawa, we get Langrama, and then we get Tunkia. Now they join the Bandajuma district.